Hello!
Hello!
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Brad.
And we are AudioShelf.
If you like what we got going on, make sure to hit that red button down below to subscribe to our channel and get the hottest videos in book world.
And also hit that little bell so you can stay up to date whenever we release a new episode. What are we doing today?
We're going to be talking about book covers! So we've had a lot of discussion lately about what makes a book cover pop.
Yes.
What is popular? What are some trends in the book cover world? And we have some ideas for y'all.
Yes, we do.
So let's start off with some popular book covers that we've noticed that have made books pretty well known.
Wallpaper.
Wallpaper. Oh, this is one of my favorite book cover trends. So basically what you're seeing is the book is, the cover's telling a story.
Yes.
There's some mazes, there's some graphics, there's some holographic. These covers tend to be very intricate in detail.
Yes.
And they look like wallpaper.
They really do. Winterwood, which just came out, has a very intricate design of tree branches and stars and the moon. And then we also have the Beast Made of Night.
Yes. Look at that cover, y'all.
It's so pretty because it's purple.
Yes, but look at those designs.
Yeah.
There are some animals in there. There's some, there's a face or some eyes. And it's telling a story through the intricacy of that artwork.
Yes. You can see the covers and you can tell what this book is going to be about a little bit. Like Winterwood, it has the wood figures, the branches, so you know that it's probably going to be about actual woods.
Yes.
It's not like a red herring title at all.
And it has that fantasy element to it.
Yes.
Magical. So both of these, I'm assuming, has magic within it.
Yep.
And I love that theme that book covers take. Let me tell you what this book is about without giving too much away.
It attracts us in a bookstore. The other thing that attracts us with thrillers are women that are headless.
Headless.
Does that sound morbid?
It does, because usually most thrillers have women victims in them.
Yes.
Which, what does that say about our society? But some good examples would be Kimberly Bell's Dear Wife. You know it's a female figure with her pearls and the idea that the book is called Dear Wife.
And her back.
Her elegant back.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about women's bodies.
Why are you getting excited about a woman's back?
I have no idea. But you see the headlessness of it.
Yes.
So it tells you a story of this woman has secrets.
Yep.
We don't know who she is. We can't know. We have to figure out who it is.
Yes.
Then there are women with their backs turned where you see half their face. So you see their chin. Hopefully they don't have a manly chin. But they are telling a story of, where is this woman going? What should we know about this woman? What secrets is she hiding?
Who is she seeing?
And Her Secret Son by Hannah Mary McKinnon is a great depiction of that kind of cover.
Yes, it is. And like we said, it's mostly like female thrillers that are in this sort of genre where they have these unidentifiable women that you can, if you're a woman, you can put yourself into their shoes potentially, and you can see yourself in the cover. Because that's what, as a female, I like being able to envision myself in the book. And as a male, you probably do too.
Yes, I do. I want to be engrossed in that character. And I don't want that character to have a face.
Right. Yeah.
Some books put a face on the cover. And mostly I've seen that with self-published novels where they will put an actor's face on the cover.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that kind of takes me out of it because now I know what that person's supposed to look like.
Yes.
And I don't really get that perspective. And if I was an author, I wouldn't want a person's face on my cover.
Yeah, exactly. And we also have another trend or genre of book cover is where the font is like very large and it's just there, it's slapped on the front. It's probably not your average font that you would be able to find just on the internet. It has a custom quality to it. It has a fantasy quality to it as well.
It also tells me drama.
Yes.
Like, especially the old times when the Danielle Steele books.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet Revenge, Nora Roberts, stuff like that. It tells me drama and kind of an elegant, is that word?
Elegant.
Elegance.
Elegant is a word.
Yes, elegant is a word. But it's a very elegant way of telling me there's some drama in this. You need to read it. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be sassy.
Oh, yeah.
And also technology. A lot of technical books, things like science fiction, I feel like have big, crazy fonts.
Yes.
For instance, like the Maze Runner series with James Dashner. Fever Code kind of gets in my head, where the font is big, brick, bold, and you know if you read the book, it's very sciencey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's some technological perspectives that are done in the book aspects.
Yes. And also Reverie kind of takes that wallpaper that we were talking about in the first like genre part and the large custom font as well, and drives them together.
Yeah.
And just like puts them together and has a nice quality to it. It's a nice like new modern look.
Yes. And that's that fantasy aspect you were talking about. Another one would be A Heart So Fierce and Broken, or A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. That font includes pictures. So a sword becomes an I.
Yeah.
Or a rose becomes an E, or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of covers out there that are including pictures and items that are being represented by the font.
Yes.
Which is really unique.
And it's something that we like. It's something that catches our attention, and it makes us really happy to see the trends going in this new age kind of cover look. Because I hope that the color blocking of like the Danielle Steels is something that we are moving away from more of. Yeah. We do want to talk about generational covers, but that'll be a different video.
Ooh, we gotta stay tuned.
Yes. The color blocking was something that was really popular that you kind of don't see too much anymore. And it makes sense. We're getting into something of like I would say like a dark and mysterious book cover age, which is really, really cool to see.
And obviously these book covers are, there's a variety of them because of the genre that the book cover is in. So fantasy genres are different than romance covers. It depends on the genre of which book cover is most important or prevalent in the book publishing world.
Yes.
So what do you think is going to happen in 2020? What is the trend we're going to start seeing?
You have called it. Like, I don't want to say it because I think you have it nailed down.
Okay.
You have been seeing it everywhere. You have been saying that this is the new thing and that it is just going to become a huge movement. You know,
it's funny because when I started seeing these different types of book covers, we talked about it before.
Yeah.
And our first joint reaction, because we both agreed, is we're not feeling it. Like, we don't really like this kind of book cover and what this represents and what this tells us the book is going to be about.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we started off not liking it. However, I feel as time goes on and we've seen more and more books like this, we're kind of liking it now. It's growing on us.
We're being influenced.
Yes.
We have been genre pressured. I feel like it was something that would happen back, like a ways away.
It's very retro.
Yes. And now it's becoming the thing again.
Yeah.
Which it's like the 90s.
Yes.
Suddenly the 90s are cool again.
They're probably wondering what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
Digital art.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Illustrative covers that have either a character on the cover, or it has a scene, or it has something that is illustrative in quality.
I think one aspect that makes this theme or this trend in book covers very important and imperative to our book publishing world right now is diversity. I think this is a great way to show diverse characters in books, and it's also a way for us to kind of be more inclusive of different artworks out there.
Yeah.
So an example, we actually have a cover in our hands right today, is The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper.
Yes.
So this is done by Bloomsbury, and thank you, Bloomsbury, for sending us a copy of this book, an advanced reader's copy, and we're so excited to read it. But look at the cover. It is illustrated. There are two boys holding hands, and they're looking up at the sky because it involves space and NASA. And so this is the type of cover that we're talking about, is their digital artwork, and the illustrations are telling us a story. It's very cartoonish in a way. But
which is probably why you didn't like it.
I don't like cartoons. And I think I'm growing attached to this idea of having these characters drawn for me, but also still giving me some mystery.
Yeah. Yeah, still the back turn, still a darker cover. It's really an interesting trend because we do have cover artists that have gotten attached to elements and creating these sort of vague scenes, which is like what the Wallpaper book cover is like, where it's various elements and they're put together, and the artist who created that is talented and amazing. But it's a different kind of art.
Yeah.
It's a different than an illustrator who is coming in and getting a sense of these characters, maybe getting feedback from the author, maybe getting feedback from a publisher, an editor, and they are creating something hand-drawn, hand-colored, just digital.
Yeah. And it's funny because when you see through the ages of book covers, things keep popping up and they resurface. For instance, the realism that are found in more women's fiction or regular fiction, you know, with Liane Moriarty's covers. There's like a dandelion, what is it called? Dandelion?
Yes.
There's like a dandelion flower petals flying in the wind, or giant windows that are zoomed up on. So things like very realistic, maybe even a naturalistic perspective are coming back to be popular.
Yeah.
But I think the next wave of book covers, especially in the YA world, it's definitely illustrations.
Yes, and I agree wholeheartedly. I feel like thrillers are not going to see much of a shift in what the genre book cover they have. I think it's going to kind of remain the same as what it has been. But I think for 2020 in YA, fantasy, and whatever else, maybe science fiction will get a facelift.
Maybe.
We're going to be seeing illustrations.
I like what you said about the thrillers. It's always that dark road, or it's a nighttime or a dark house. Yeah, I like that.
I don't think they're going to change.
That's smart. So if you guys have any thoughts about what is going to be the next popular book cover, please let us know in the comments below.
Yes. We are very excited to be talking about this topic, and we want to be talking more about book covers as well, because as we were coming up with this topic, we were realizing that there are so many things to talk about.
The history of book covers.
Yes, it's insane how many topics you can get out of a book cover. And it's such a small little part of the book.
Very true, but
actually it's pretty huge.
It's huge because it really attracts us to what we want to read.
Exactly. So if you want to follow along with us on our various social medias, you can find us on Twitter at AudioShelfMe, Instagram at AudioShelfMe, and Facebook at AudioShelf. And if you also want to sign up to be a Patron member of ours, please do. It's down in the bottom.
Yes, and please subscribe. That's also down in the bottom too.
Yes.
Show us some love.
Yes. Don't you love us?
Please. Until next time. Bye.